Welcome back. We got another video and you know it's popping. We've been making progress. If you haven't seen the other videos, make sure you check out the playlist. The link is down below for the full playlist of the remodel of this house. But this is a progress update. We want to give you guys just where we're at, where things are going to be. Obviously you can see there have been a lot of changes from day one to now, but we got a lot of things to do to finish up. So we want to show you guys the progress of just the entire house. Not any work, but just gives you the mindset of where we're at, where we're thinking, the budget, all different types of things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. I got my dad, where you at? He's somewhere back there. You see him way back there? Yeah. Let's get into it.
I'm excited. DJ's keeping us over budget. No. So here's what's happening. In one of the videos you'll see, we was talking about moving the wall to about right here. And this is the kitchen, that's the living room. And this was all closed in, the cabinets was all around there. The refrigerator is here. As you can see, we went with the master plan and went all the way open. And if you look at the old videos, we vaulted the ceilings.
So how tall were the ceilings before?
The ceiling was 8'1".
So basically that's to this point right here is where the ceilings used to be. They used to be at that point and they went straight across this way.
And now the center point is 11'6".
So we just gained
3.5 feet, almost some change.
So look at this now, look at the room now.
And this like, look at that. This is so dope.
There used to be a wall right here, and the kitchen over here, the living room here.
And also, DJ said to do it, I didn't want to do it, but we had to get rid of all the baseboard heating and everything else. So they just literally cut in all new heating. We have heating on everywhere, AC and full heat throughout the whole house. Bathrooms, everything.
So talk about numbers and the long-term value and effect of that.
Well, it was a smart move because yes, long-term, it's pennies on the dollar. And yes, it's gonna make way more money for itself than it would leaving baseboard heating.
So typically
it didn't cost us much if you look at it that way.
So typically if somebody got a bid for that, how much would it cost them to do it if they were to go out and do it?
13 to 15,000.
It's typically what it's going to cost to get you heating and cooling in the house.
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, you know we had to get the plug.
Yeah, we got plugs and everything because that's what we do. But I mean, if you look at this kitchen, this is amazing. It's going to be wide open. Before, you're going to have the stove here, the sink here, dishwasher, refrigerator over here, island here, and we're going to put the vents in the bottom of the island so it'll blow out heat or AC from the bottom into the kitchen. One from over there, one from over here. And then on this side of the island, it'll blow into the living room, one over here and one over there.
And then you got a vent over here as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is amazing. Also, the fireplace that was the eyesore we debated on, we took it out. No more fireplace. Huge. Made it way different.
So one thing that we love in particular is our TVs. And I don't care what nobody says, we just typically always gotta have a fat TV on the wall. Right. I don't know if it's cause we blind, but either way, I just wanna see the game. I don't wanna be squinting. I need to see everything full HD, 4K, whatever you wanna call it. So talk about the electricity on the walls and what our plans are for that.
So what we did was each wall in each room, bedroom and in the living room, and including the bathroom.
Had to do it. Had to do it.
Because we have TVs in the bathrooms. So the electricity in the wall already for each room that'll be set up as this get put together. And I put extra wood in there for wall mounts and everything. So you can go to a large TV, a 75 or 80, you can put over into that corner. Coming down this way. Lighting, where this is actually technically the fire alarm. I still got to drill in the other ones for the lights, but we got the original plug in here. We're gonna jump off that later and be able to put in the lights.
So we'll put recessed lighting in here.
Yep.
And then you got the switches. We finally got the switches put in here.
And the three-way switches.
We got the three-way switches with the dimmer, and then this one also controls this entire room on this side. Yeah. So now you're gonna be able to have, which we'll talk more about that. Yeah. We could potentially do a whole nother video just about electricity. So,
as you guys seen before, this is still plumbing, but originally the toilet was over here. The toilet was here, the bathtub was here, And technically, no, I take that back.
The sink was here.
No, I take that back.
It was all pushed back, actually.
It was all back further.
2 feet.
Because the laundry room was here. Right? The hot water heater was here. Right? And so now you have the toilet there, shower here, vanity on this side.
And the closet that used to be right here is now gone.
Right. And we also added lights for inside the shower. You have lights for the room, Bluetooth, speaker sound system for your vent. You know you got the outlet for the TV in the wall.
Just in case.
Just in case.
And then we got the illuminated mirror.
Yeah, and the vanity mirrors now will be illuminated and powered. So we got to have power in the wall for that. And then have its own separate setup for that.
Okay, so this one basically lost a couple feet on the left side, but gained a couple feet on the right side.
Correct.
So it's essentially the same size bathroom, just shifted over a couple feet.
Yep, actually a little bit bigger than what the original was.
Okay.
Let's go to this other bathroom real quick. And remember, this other bathroom had a vanity outside the door. We got rid of that vanity. And now we're coming into this bathroom.
And we gained 2 feet this way.
We gained 2 feet in this bathroom. If you guys remember, this bathroom was really small. It was to right here. So the toilet was over here. Now the toilet's here, so you'll sit on the toilet this way. You have a vanity here and shower over there.
With another illuminated mirror here.
Yep, and another one there.
Can lights up top on both sides.
Can lights, LEDs, everything.
And then talk about what we did over here with this, with the cubby.
So this became, this is the vent for the AC to send it from through the roof, because we didn't have enough room to put it anywhere else. So we ran it through the roof, up under the house, and then it vents out to everything. But we'll still have a 36 by 36 shower.
Right here.
Right here. And the door open on this side.
And then we're gonna gain a couple feet right here.
Yeah, it'll come out like this to hold a 36 by 36 shower.
So then we're gonna put some little insert cubbies that go up here.
Yeah, and there'll be slots in here where you can put your towels and toiletries and everything in there. And your vanity will come over to there.
So talk about how to always maximize space by doing that compared to just creating a box.
You'll see a lot of dead space in a lot of houses. And instead of, even in the other room, we did the same thing. So wherever the tub or shower is, or any room, use every square inch of it. Because what allows you now is to have storage in places you would never use. Once you close the wall up, you can't use it. But if you build a shelf out of it, and you can build shelving in it, then it's utilized. There's so many houses, so much dead space all over it. You want to use every inch you can. Whether it's on the floor or in the ceiling, use it. This room,
the closet too, we notched that in to fit.
Yeah, and so the closet was changed to be able to put in glass sliding doors.
So it used to be a little bit wider on the opening right here,
yeah.
But we decided to bring it in a little bit, so now you can put the proper sliding doors right here.
So just a curtain, they had just a curtain or something.
So now we'll put a mirror right here, and it'll also make the room look a lot bigger by adding mirrors to it, and it'll look super clean as well.
Yep, and then as you see, we took the window out and dropped it down. You don't have to do anything for code if you keep the same size. So you get a same size patio door and just take out that window and put it in. You don't have to.
So you have a 5-foot window and you put a 5-foot door in.
Yep, and that leads off to the patio in the back.
Then we got a switch here to go to lighting outside.
Yep.
Which they will see in a little bit.
Yeah, no, we'll go around shortly.
And we got the air heating right here, and then you also add recessed lighting with a ceiling fan in the middle.
And then we put brackets for the fans. A lot of people don't put fan brackets in the ceiling. They try to do it off regular light boxes and wonder why their fan is always wobbling. Put the proper bracket in there, and then when your fan goes up, it's not going crazy.
Okay, so we got 2 more bedrooms. Let's see what we got up in here.
So we did the same thing in here. You know, you got the TV wall, so you got your electricity up there. Same thing, ceiling fans, can lights, we ran it the same. New glass sliding doors for leading off to your patio.
And then for these, we're gonna add a door here for the closets now. And then we'll have a door obviously for the bedroom.
Yep. And this one's not exciting. It's a kid's room most likely gonna be. So you don't wanna have no door to it. So you don't want a point of entry like that. Window, we did do the vent, new ceiling fan, can lights in here, mount for the TV.
And then we replaced the subfloors over here. Got all that stuff fixed.
That's another thing. We replaced the subfloor, but remember this, whenever you do it, use screws.
Yep.
People use nails, and it's really fast with nails, but later on it squeaks.
Yep.
The screws will allow it not to squeak anymore. So put screws all over it, it won't squeak. I hear it all the time, they go whap, 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 throw the nails in, it's done. And you walk away, 1 year later, you're gonna squeaking. Sucks. Just sucks.
They had the what it is? What's up?
But right. But no. This is the last thing. We was running the plumbing to the laundry room because we took the laundry room out of that bathroom that's over there.
Right here.
That's behind that wall. And we had to run it all the way up underneath
To there.
to run it to there. And so now the plumbing and the hot water heater will be in that room, and you'll be okay. So I sound like somebody's coming.
So talk about your new favorite addition of the hot water heaters as we've been recently doing in the houses.
So
The tankless.
we've been doing tankless hot water heaters,
Come on, let's go.
and it ain't all the way in, but it's close. But it's a way to go. You can do them in gas or you can do them in electric. But instead of having that big hot water heater over there, as you can see,
Right there.
Yeah, big hot water heater. This is now your hot water heater. And this one will run 3 showers at one time and 2 faucets.
So look at how much space that takes up on the wall. Almost the size of my hand, a couple sizes of my hand compared to the entire thing. It's like a foot by a foot.
It's 18 inches.
18 inches.
So, you know,
That's nice.
instead of that.
We're gonna get to the garage when we get to it, so don't ask no questions about that. That's just a later thing. We're gonna figure that out.
Right. No, but it's coming together really well. I'm really happy. We got new windows in. We just got to frame all this stuff up. And it's going great. We're gonna cut
How
this
many
floor.
can lights we got up in here?
20, I think. I don't know, 3, 6, 9.
What they can say, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, you got 18, 20, 19, 20. Shoot.
And there you go. Tell them about the fan idea. We've been going back and forth about the fan.
So I don't know. I did, you know that light we saw, that one that was like the LED?
Chandelier more?
Yeah, so that can go in here, but it's set up for either a light or a fan, but it's a separate switch. And we'll be able to run from there and either loop it over. If it's a chandelier style, we can put that up. If it's not, it's gonna be a big fan. I want a big fan, like
A big
72-inch fan.
Oh my God. He trying to go colossal. All I'm saying is if we get a huge fan, it better not be ugly looking. Cause you can't walk up in this house looking so clean, all fresh, and then you got this big old ugly fan in here.
But I want the wood one with the big leaves on it.
The wood one with the big leaves.
That's not,
No, that's not the look we're going for.
no?
Not today, not tomorrow,
Big ass leaves on
not
there.
next year.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, they cut this. We had the sheetrock done, and they cut the ceiling out to be able to put the heating unit up in the ceiling. And so now we got to cut it back and put it back in. But I'm happy. They had this big vent in there, and now it's ugly.
We've moved that to over here,
Yeah, we moved it back to the
right
hall.
up there in the hallway.
Yeah. So
Okay, so let's take them outside. Let's talk about the back a little bit, the side.
a little
Gotta
bit.
paint the house still.
Oh man, we gotta make it quick. Oh, so real quick, we had. This is another thing is
Come this way, so I can see that way.
the front of the shed was damaged and rotted out. We cannot find that wood anymore
Cause it's so old.
because the style always changes every few years. They even call it the same stuff, but it's never the same. So we took 2 panels off the front of the house, and we're gonna do a custom front anyway, so it wouldn't matter. So we put it back there to help ourselves out.
So we'll kind of have that exposed wood slat kind of lining right here. And he was talking about even painting it black.
I want to stain it. I want to stain
We
it
can do
black.
that. We can stain it. And then I also was thinking about, I just seen a picture of a house we was doing the white with the black trim. I see one with a white with a black trim with a black garage door. And it was actually kind of clean. So we might have to consider that. We've been thinking about some ideas. We got some new stuff coming up.
Yeah, they just got us marked so we can get gas put in the house.
Okay.
They marked the street, and the gas meter is going to end up here.
Okay, perfect.
It's supposed to come next week, I think. I don't know if you guys remember the backyard. You could not walk back here. It was crazy. All the way over there. And bamboo was like 25 feet high over there. You couldn't see none of this. We just got rid of it all. And
Cut the tree down, cut the other tree down, cut
You see
all
how
the
big that
bushes down.
stump is.
That stump over there.
You know. And then obviously we added the patios, and this is leading to those 2 bedrooms. And we'll put a fence like maybe right here somewhere, kind of center it off so each one get their own
Private space.
private spot.
And then another little cheap thing that we could do is add a fire pit over here maybe. Throw some gravel down, put a little fire pit in this area. Give for the master suite. Might be a good look.
Yeah, and it's inexpensive.
And then the lighting. We talked about the lighting and the outlets.
So we did that so they can have their own power out here, and then separate lights. We put switches inside, so to put the lights on each one. Those are gonna be dope. We picked out some very good lights too.
Yep. Still needs to be rinsed off some more and painted, obviously, but it's coming together. All right, let's look at the other side.
So if y'all didn't know, we be getting hooked up on stuff. So one of my boys said, hey, I know a guy that owns a place. So we went over to his place, and he gave us the countertops. We
Yes.
didn't have to pay for them.
So we got bathroom,
This
other
is
bathroom.
the master bathroom.
Yep.
And the vanity spot for that. And this is the regular bathroom. And then this will go in the kitchen as well.
For the free. So typically, how much would that cost?
Oh, we probably saved about $1,000 easy on just those few, you know. And that's with a discount. If you don't know nobody, you probably paying $1,300 to $1,500.
For free.
But we got ours free.
$3.99. Always a good price. So we were originally talking about doing tracks back here.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna end up doing tracks back here.
Yep.
We've been talking about doing concrete and doing all new concrete around and all back here. Low maintenance, done.
Easy.
Nobody can mess it up, do something stupid. If you can see here, I had them, you didn't know this yet. I had them pipe gas out on this side.
Okay.
So
for the pit.
So you can do a gas pit, a gas fire pit on this side in the island.
Perfect. Perfect. Sounds great.
You're right. That's gonna be dope.
This is why you gotta have 2 executives. Right? 2 executive decisions right there. I like that. I like that.
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
And then these are the side pieces from the front.
Right. This was originally on the front of the house. And so what we did was, hey, they've been doing dog shit over here too. I was seeing the orange bags. We gotta figure that out later off camera. But so anyway,
We wanted to turn this into square footage, but we couldn't because it doesn't have the proper foundation.
it doesn't have a proper foundation.
So we just gotta make it a shed.
Right. But it'll help us because we can dig this down lower grade and the water won't go in. That was the problem that they was having. The water kept hitting the bottom, and that's why it was so rotted out. So we're gonna drop it down a little bit more and most likely end up putting a drain connected to the clean out.
Gotcha.
So all the water that runs over here will run into a drain like they do in front of a garage. Then it no longer runs in here, goes into there. We just stopped that problem. So
Sounds good.
this is gonna be sweet. And then, as you can see, it stays pretty dry. It's nice in here. That was
Pretty
the
good
only
size.
Yeah, this is a good size. Great
What's
size.
this, like 12 feet by about 10 feet or something?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, it's a 8 by 10.
8 by 10? That's close. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, 8 by 10. Wait, let me see real quick, because
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
it might be 12, DJ. Oh no, look it up.
What is it?
13 and a half.
13 and a half. There you go. Even more.
I'm like, wait a minute, no, this is longer. Yeah, so there you go, 8 by 13.
All right, let's finish it up inside.
Okay.
What?
This is not the stuff made in China. This stuff is made in Europe.
Is that good? Good. Is that good? Good. All right, so we're back in the house. Time to wrap it up. But we got to hit you guys with some dimes, and we got to talk about some things that we learned, some things that we're excited about, and just the stuff that we've progressed from doing the first property to now doing the second property. Me personally, I think one of the biggest things that I have loved and learned is installing a security system into the home immediately from day one, getting the Wi-Fi set up and making sure that we have eyes on the property at all times, because last time we didn't do that, and we had a bunch of it was basically all the
everything.
Yeah, we had all
got stolen.
Everything got
Down
stolen.
to the extension cord, the vacuum.
The hammers, and you name
Everything.
it. They literally took the speaker. They took every single thing out of the house, and we had to recoup. We had a whole week. We were down. We couldn't do any type of work because we had no tools. And now we don't have to worry about that. At least, hopefully, we don't have to worry about it.
Right.
But we got eyes on the house, and now we can both sleep a lot better at night.
And what I learned is not to be stuck in your ways. Sometimes I get stuck in my ways saying, no, this is what we got to do. And yeah, it's going to mess up the budget, and I don't want to do it. But there were some things that we did in here. I listened to him. We went ahead and did it, and I'm glad I did. And what I learned out of that is to give somebody else creative control, and don't you be the one always trying to call the shots.
You know what I'm saying? We're a team. We're a duo. You know what I'm saying? To the tango, baby.
It really helped. It really helped because he sees things that I don't see, and it makes sense. So
just like whenever we go through and do some work in the house, it's always great when somebody's working on something and then the next one follows right behind them and say, oh, did you see that you missed this or whatever? When they think that they're done, maybe they're not. Maybe they missed a spot. And it's not saying like, oh, you messed up, but it's more like, hey, we got to get this right. Let's do it together. Okay, we got 2 eyes on it. No, might as well have 4 eyes on it. Well, we got 8 eyes because we blind. Okay, so what are you looking forward to the most right now? For me, I'm excited to get this kitchen together, designing the cabinets and just figuring out this island. I think it's going to be dope.
What I'm looking forward to, I'd say, the complete package.
This whole room.
Like when it's just done.
Yeah.
Because this kitchen and the living room is really a mix. And this is going to be like when you come in that front door, it's like, ah!
Yeah. It's definitely a lot more grand and colossal up in here.
Well,
not as like cramped.
Remember
and like
your ceiling was like this.
Yeah. Yep.
And I mean,
you walk in, now you're like, looking up, looking around, looking down, looking left and right.
To see this whole package. And of course, I put a lot of light in the house and in the bathrooms. Every room is loaded with light. So
that's what we like though.
It's going to be nice.
Because I remember originally we were like, oh, just put a fan in there, it'd be good. And I was like, no, we need a light in each corner of the bedroom, plus a fan in the middle.
On dimmers.
Illuminate everything, dimmered everywhere, 2-way, 3-way, 4-way, 6-way, 9-way. I don't know, we need all the switches. We need everything.
All of that. So anyway, I just want to see the total package as it comes through, it gets finished, and that's all I want.
Let's get it.
It's gonna
all
be
right.
Crazy.
So you know what it is. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those things. If you haven't, man, subscribe and check the playlist down below. The full remodel, everything from start to finish. You'll be able to log in there and just see every single thing from the whole process. We're trying to document as much as we can. Sometimes we can't come on the same times at the same days with the cameras and all those different things. We're getting what we can get. I hope you guys appreciate it. This is about to be fire.
I'm happy.
It's coming together. Woo! All right, y'all.
We out. They're gonna open their go. They're gonna stand here for a minute, like they're not gonna walk in. They're gonna walk through. They're
gonna be walking in like.
They're gonna go. Should I take my shoes off? Yeah, this is gonna be dope. I can't wait.